Hello friends, this is Shruti from PTE Tutorial Sources Group. Today I'm back to complete the previous video which was on how to write a perfect PTE essay. And in this part of the video I'll describe the difference between 6, 7 and 8 band essay. I have seen many people are suffering with writing section, especially when they have to write an essay. They demand to get some tips for vocabulary, correct sentence formation, and many more problematic areas are also there. But the foremost problem that I feel is that what should I write so that I get maximum scores or maximum bands? This is the main problem that people used to ask every time. So let's discuss the same, that how should I write my lines, I should write my sentences so that it will represent a complete picture of all the required skills which are essential to get high score. See, I have chosen one essay that is more and more people nowadays have to compete with younger people for the same job. What problem does this cause? What are some possible solutions? See, now before writing, keep the enabling skills in the mind that where I have to put focus more. Like, I have to do the justice with task achievement, usage of simple and complex sentences, vocabulary, and most important is cohesion must be there, means a story must be there. As you people can see that I have highlighted some words by some colors, like red colored words will show the usage of all adequate key features and vocabulary. You can see in the next particular table. See here. The green color will represent the simple and complex sentences. Red color will represent adequate key features, vocabulary, and blue color will represent the cohesion. And if the task achievement is done, I have put the tick over there. So let's move ahead. What should be my first sentence for this particular essay? For this thing, read the given essay and take out some keywords which you can use to frame your first sentence of introductory passage. As this essay is giving me some clue words like people, compete, same job. And one more thing, I cannot start my essay with the word same job or people. So the best keyword for me is compete. Then compete is a verb. I cannot start my sentence with a verb. So I change the word compete by competition. See here. And here comes my first line of my introductory passage. The competition in the market is increasing day by day. Similarly, I will write the same line for 7-band essay. That will be, the competition between the people at workplace has been rising since the technology has been advanced. And the same line for 8-band essay will be, there has been rise in the competition between relatively older people and younger one for the same post at the workplace. See, this is the difference that how people get 6, 7 or 8 band. The more material you will write, the more chances are there that you will score good. Now see, my second line for 6-band essay will be, due to this, unemployment is increasing and people are becoming less experienced. The same line for 7-band essay will be, Unemployment and less experience is the effect of this increased competition among people. And the same line for 8 band essay will be it risks unemployment among people and less experienced staff in the office. It means here I have explained what would happen if the competition will increase. So, this is the reason that I'm explaining here what would happen if the competition that I have written in the previous first line, if the competition will increase, then the unemployment will increase, and furthermore, I will be having less experienced staff. But I have written all the three lines in different forms for different band score. Now, in the next line, I'll explain what problems would we face because of the unemployment. See, next line will be for 6 band essay. This has caused many problems for older people who need employment. It means I have described the problems would be faced by which sector of people. And the second, for a 7 band essay, that is the reason why older people who need employment have to compete with younger people. So here I have described the reason that why older people have to compete with younger people because of the unemployment and less experience that is explained in the last line. And for 8 band essay, the next line will be consequently, these days for older people who need employment to compete with people much younger for the same type of work. See, now the lines are related to coherence. They are written as per the coherence. I have used cohesive devices such as due to this, that is the reason, consequently. I have used red color will give me the adequate features as well as vocabulary words. See, unemployment, less experienced, caused, um, again, less experience. See, the red color words are giving me adequate key features as well as the vocabulary that I have used here. And these words are unemployment, less experienced, caused, and same for 6 and 7 and 8 band essay. Then I will reach my last line for first paragraph, that is for 6 band essay. This essay will suggest the main causes, problems, and solutions of this issue in the forthcoming paragraphs. The same line for 7 band with a little bit change in vocabulary. This essay will suggest the main causes of this issue with a viable solution followed by a reasoned conclusion. See the language that I have used, viable solution and reasoned conclusion. So this will fetch me 7 band. And for 8 band, I will not write my line as I wrote for 6 and 7 band. I will use some other kind of ideas, other vocabulary to fit 8 band. Now see what it is. Nonetheless, allocation of equal number of seats for all age employers and providence of colossal amount of pension are some way out to this issue. I have explained the reasons, I have explained the solution here which is required for the solution of this competition between older and younger people. And now I'm done with my first paragraph. So, the overview of first paragraph is I have introduced the topic, then I used cohesive devices in my response in order to make the coherence between the lines. And I have defined in brief the problems and the causes of increasing competition. Now I will explain the body paragraph 1 for 6, 7 and 8 band essay. To have the cohesion with the previous paragraph, I have used a cohesive device, that is, to begin with. Older people feel insecure at workplace when they compare themselves with young generation who is more qualified. Now here I have explained the reason why older people feel insecurity because of the presence of younger generation. Then the same line for 7 band essay will be the main problem is that aged citizens may find it more difficult to secure work, which arises because younger people are more likely to have up to date qualifications and experience. I have explained the reason here why older people feel insecurity because of the presence of younger people at workplace. But side by side, I have used good source of vocabulary. See the words aged citizen, secure, arises, up to date qualifications and experience. Of course, this will enhance my score for essay. The same line for 8 band essay will be this increasing competition has led to redundancy in older people as young people are smarter and their brains are well equipped with today's advanced technology. Look at the vocabulary that I've used: redundancy, smarter people, brains. They are equipped with today's advanced technology. Now, I'll justify my last line by taking one example, and it is, for example, information technology has provided a variety of jobs these days, and the skills needed for this are rapidly changing. Young people may well have recent knowledge, and if older people cannot secure work, this leads to other problems such as enough money for children's education, household expenditures, etc. And the same meaning with 7 band. For instance, information technology is integral to a variety of jobs these days, and the skills needed for this are rapidly changing. Young people may well have recent knowledge through university or through using technology in their leisure time. If older people cannot secure work, this leads to other problems, as they are likely to have a family to support. They may not have an adequate income to provide for their children's education or other such necessities. And the same thing for 8 band essay will be, as a result, whole family has to suffer due to unemployment, and this can begets number of problems to the family and thus for the society too. Moreover, by employing more young people, office also faces lack of experience among them, which leads to fewer efficacies in their work. Not plausible illustration is that in recent study conducted in Pakistan shows that those companies which hire only young staff lack stability in their performance and hence face hindrance and flourishment. See here, I have used cohesive devices like, for instance, and this leads to, as a result, moreover, hence, and are blue in color. And red colored words are adequate features and they are written with good vocabulary. Further, the highlighted words with green color are the mixture of simple and complex sentences. An example given in body paragraph 1 for 6, 7, and 8 band essay is explaining the problems which would arise after having unexperienced staff in a particular company. Now comes the body paragraph number 2. Here, as the essay demands solutions, so we'll give solution to the described problems in the last paragraph and we'll use a cohesive device to make the coherence like here I have used for 6 band essay, that is, furthermore, there must be some proactive steps which should be taken up by government to train the older people with new skills so that they may also get chance to develop their skills more in a particular field. Other than that, companies can also give them pension to make their future secure. The same meaningful passage for 7 bands will be, it is the government that needs to take measures to ameliorate such problems. This needs to begin with ensuring that older people have all the skills needed to compete in the job market, which could be achieved by providing free training on the most important job requirements at local community colleges. And the same for 8 band essay will be, nevertheless, this issue can be sought out by applying few things such as assigning balanced seats and equal opportunity for both of them to work and support their respective families, and none has to face the misery of unemployment. Not only that, but a handsome amount of pension for old age group can mitigate this problem and they can spend their lives contented and relaxed as there would be satisfaction that their family is well supported by the amount they received. See here, I have clearly explained the solution that what government and the companies can do to avoid the problems discussed in the last paragraphs. Then comes the most important part of any essay, that is the conclusion part. The writer should use here one cohesive device in the starting of the paragraph so that the reader will have the clear cut idea that now the essay is going towards its end. I have provided the problems as well as their solutions in the previous paragraphs. So, in the last passage, I will conclude my lines in my own way. That is, I'll rephrase my solution part and see how I'll do that. For 6 band, I have written, to conclude, government should encourage employers to change their employment practices and promote the value of experience. This can be done by giving training to them so that older people won't feel discouraged and may compete themselves with young people without any complex and hesitation. The same meaningful passage for 7 band will be, to conclude, the main issue with competition for work between these groups is that older people may start to find it more difficult to find work. However, despite this, Through the right training and changes to recruitment practices, older people can compete on an equal footing to the younger generation in the jobs market. And for 8 band essay, it will be written as: in conclusion, lack of job opportunity for seniors and decrease in experienced staff in office are major hurdles due to rising competition for job among young and other people, which can be curbing by giving equal seats to them for work and providing a reasonable amount of pension to old people. Here you will see I have used a variety of key features like encourage employers, employment practices, and promote the value of experience, discourage, compete, complex, hesitation, competition, difficult, through the training, through the right training, recruitment practices. See, in 7 band essay, I have changed the words employment practices by recruitment practices. Then I have written equal footing for younger generation, jobs market, and for 8 band essay, I have used opportunity for seniors, decrease in experienced staff, hurdles, rising competition, curbing by giving equal seats to both of the group of people so that we can avoid these kinds of problems. And now we are done with the essay. At last, I would only say writing an essay and fetching the best score for this task is just the combination that how you represent your thoughts in front of other people and by using good vocabulary, but should not repeat the words. Thank you.